Yeah, hello there and welcome back, and let us continue with our lesson over here. So this will be the third lesson over here. So what we will do over here is let's go and add a new screen over here, and previously we added this particular button navigation, and today we will be adding a two more screen over here. So for that, let's go to the screens over here and let's create the new package over here, and let's call this one as the auth over here. And for that, let's go and create the new Kotlin, or let's just copy this particular file from here and paste it inside over here. And let's rename this one as the login SCR screen over here, and just don't X again. And what we'll do over here is we'll rename this one with the login, and that will be of the SCR screen over here. And once we have that, let's go back to our, I guess we'll go back to the main activity over here. And I guess currently that is on the main app over here. So let's open the main app over here, and let's try to just copy this particular let's try to copy, I guess let's copy this scaffold from here, and let's go back over here and let's go to the login screen over here. Let's paste it inside over here, and for this one let's move this one to the inside over here, and I guess that should be fine over here. And once we have that, let's go and replace this one over here. And what we need to do is over here, let's go and add the one more, that will be of the dot, the padding over here will be of the padding values that we are passing over here. And I guess we need to close this one over here, and I guess there is some error. Okay, so that should be the one, and it is closed over here, and that should be good enough. And let's remove the bottom navigation because the bottom navigation is not what we require over here, and I guess that should be fine. And let's go, and we are going to just import this one. I guess we need to add in the experimental API for material 3 over here, and we are not going to use the any of the navigation over here, so just remove this one as well, and that should be fine. So once we have that, let's make this one as the center align top app bar, so that the text should be centered on the app bar over here. And once we have, I guess that should be, we have the app bar, and the column, in the column we have the modifier of the field, the max size, as well as the, I guess let's remove this one from here. And then we have the padding value and the vertical as well as the horizontal. Let's go and center dot the let's also add the horizontal, so alignment should be center horizontally over here. And once we have that, we'll have the text of the login at the center over here. And let's also add the space, I guess not the space, it should be of the let's add in the spacer over here, spacer spacer over here, and modify with the modify modifier dot the height, and let's give in the dot the dp over here, and let's try to import that one, and let's import that over here. That should be fun. And once we have that, I guess we'll have the outline button over here, and with this I'll just pass in the text 1:2 of the login. And let's also have the one more button over here, and that will be of the to let's say regis register over here. And once we have that, what we need to do is over here we need to pass in the nav controller over here. So using this nav controller we can navigate to the another screen. So let's go to the button over here, And for this one, once we click on this login button, we want to navigate. Let's navigate to the route over here, and navigate to our home route over here. And once we have that, let's go and navigate to over here. Let's copy this one and let's go and add it over here. So from here we want to go to the another route that will be of the RGIS register or the sign up. And let's copy this particular file from here and let's paste it below over here. And this should be of the register screen or the sign up. So REGIS register screen over here. Just click on OK, and then what we will do is let's go and rename this one to the REGIS the register screen over here. And this one should be of the REGIS TER register REGIS TER register, and I guess this should be of the login over here, not the home. So let's have the login or the login over here, and I guess that should be fine. Let's go back over here and let's have the text of the REGIS TER register. And then we will have the two button. I guess that one will be of the register itself, and another one is to go back to the login. So one should go back to the login, and one should, let's go and have the navigator nav controller dot. There are a couple of ways. One is you can navigate back to the login route itself. And okay, so this one is to register. So once you register it, we don't want to do anything for now. So for now, let's just remove this one, and only once we click on the login button we can navigate back over here. And let's try to erase this one properly over here. I guess that would be a better option for now, I guess. So let's try to erase this one, and on click we want to go over here. And so now what we can do is let's go back to our main activity over here, and instead of the main app, what we can do over here, this is the main app that we have over here. This is the actual main app that we have over here. So what we can do over here is let's go down, and with the main app you have the bottom nav bar as well as the bottom nav graph. So bottom nav graph is over here. So this is the bottom nav graph that we have previously created over here. So what you can do over here is let's go back to the main app, and for now let's try to comment out this one over here. And then from here let's go to the bottom nav over here, and let's try to add in the to route over here, and that will be of the let's add it over here. One, it will be of the home, not the home, it should be of the login login screen, and another one will be of the register screen over here, and we need to pass in the nav controller over here. And let's try to rerun the application. And now if you try to relaunch the application is not running over here. I guess that is because of this one over here. We have the same route over here. So what we can do is this one should be of the login route, and this one should be of the registered route, right? So REGIS the registered route over here. And let's try to rerun the application over here, and now you can see that we are able to rerun the application. And now you see we still have this particular home and all of those stuff. What you can do is you can go to the login screen, and I guess that is what we are actually seeing. This is of the app bar, but this is actually coming from the app bar that we have defined in the main app over here. So this is what that is actually coming from over here. So we also need to replace this one. So let's go to the login. So now we can log in, and you can see that we don't have the button navigation over there. And now if I go to register, and you can see that the we are on the register screen, but we still have this button. So what we need to do is we need to replace all of those over here. For that, let's open up our main app over here, and what we'll do is we will copy this particular content from here. Let's copy this particular content from here, and let's go back to the home screen over here, and let's paste it below over here. And what we require over here is let's import this one over here, and what we require is the nav controller over here. And once we have that, let's go down and let's uncomment this one from here. And in this particular, what we will do over here is just cut this section and paste it over here. And we will also add in the, let's try to arrange this one, and then dot the we have the padding, and padding will be of the padding value that we have over here, as well as the horizontal arrange alignment over here. So horizontal alignment, and that will be of the alignment dot the center horizontally. And then we just have one symbol over here that is of the text. And now what we can do is we will be replacing the same thing. So just copy the whole content from here. Let's copy the whole of this content, and what we need to do is we need to replace on the card screen over here. This will be of the card over here, and we need to pass in the nav controller. So first let's add in this one, and here we need a nav controller that will be of the nav controller itself. And let's replace this one with the card over here, and then we are good with that, I guess. So let's go down, we have that. Let's go back to the product screen, and we'll also replace this one. And what we need to do is we need to, first of all, let's opt that particular material 3 experimental material 3 API, and then the nav controller. So let's import that nav controller, and this one should be of the PRODUCT product, and it will be of the PRODUCT product over here. And let's go down and let's have the PRODUCT product over here as well. And finally we have the settings screen, and let's replace all of this from here. And now this should be of the setting over here, and let's have the opt the material 3 API, and now we need a nav controller over here. So let's pass in the nav controller. So let's go to the button nav over here. So now we need to pass in the nav controller over here. So let's pass in the nav controller over here. Let's try to reload the application. I guess that should be working. Okay, so we still need to remove this one. So for that, let's go back to our login screen, and let's take a look what we have over here. So the login screen is over here, and we currently don't have that, but I guess that's coming from the main screen and in the button nav graph. And we have this button, so let's try to remove it from here because we have added that already on the so what we can do is, I guess we can just cut this section, or we don't require this top app bar over here. Let's try to remove this one from here, and let's just keep it as a simple scaffold for now, and later we may be adding over here, but for now let's just keep it as a simple. Let's try to reload our application, and now we see we have the login button on the top that is of the the that is coming from the login screen itself. So I can go to the register, we have that, and now I can go back to the login, and then I can log in to the home screen, and now I can navigate back to all of my button navigation as well over here. And the next thing what we can do over here is, let's go back to our login screen over here, and from here we are going to the register screen. So let's go back to the register screen over here, and on the when we click on the login button from here, let's go to the let's go to the register. And okay, so we have to rename this one as a login over here. And once we have that, what we can do over here, instead of navigating back in this way, I can just do the pop the back stack over here. This should do the back, this should clear the current back stack. And it's the when the user press the system back button. So it's similar to the when the user press the system back button, right? So let's try to just go and reload the application. And now I can go to the register, and again I can go back to the login. So it's working perfectly fine as it was previously. So now we replace it back to the use the pop the back stack over here. I can go to the login and click the login button. You are back over here, and now you can just log into the application, and then you can navigate all of those. And if I click the back button over here, you are again on the login screen over here, and we need to fix that issue. But I guess that's all for this lesson, and we will be covering up much of the more navigation and all of this stuff on the coming up lecture. Till then, have a great day over here.